Good afternoon, everyone. This is Karen Morales, and I am going to be making split pea soup. Um, right now, I'm doing the whole 30, and actually, I plan on doing that more. And so, I've been wanting to eat more. I've been using a lot of more vegetables and eating a lot more meats, because that is almost basically what you can have on whole 30. You can also have potatoes and some other things. You cannot have certain additives in the food, so it's always good to check your foods. But anyway, this is not really about whole 30. This is more just about my split pea soup. So what I've done so far is I've cut up some celery, some carrots, and I have some fresh herbs here. I have sage, basil, thyme, and oregano, and I use just one small leaf of sage. And also I'm going to be putting in some dry parsley, some turmeric, salt, black pepper, and in my crock pot I have some onions and garlic that are cooking in here. I've got in some olive oil, and they're looking pretty good. I was hoping it would sizzle, but I don't see it sizzling yet. But I have my crock pot on high, and but the onions are starting to look translucent, so I'm probably eventually going to be adding all my vegetables. First, I think I will be adding some almond milk. So I'm going to come over here and get my almond milk. And it's unsweet. That's one thing I can have on Whole 30, because you're not allowed to have any dairy. Plus, I do not have any chicken stock, is what I've seen on one recipe. So I'm just going to try it with just almond milk. I figure it would be just as good, and maybe I'll put in a little bit of almond flour in there just to help thicken it a little bit. But the recipe I saw, which was actually Ina Gardner's recipe from Barefoot Contessa, she said that after she added the split peas and let it cook for a while, she added another half cup of them to help thicken it. So that probably, the peas itself would probably do the thickening anyway, because I know if you make chili or something else, you add the beans and it does just as good. So I've got my Almond Breeze unsweetened almond milk. There's absolutely nothing in it wrong for you all. And so I've been cooking a lot with this, and it's a great alternative to just regular milk. And also, if you were to use butter or anything like that cooking with, or in your soup or something like that, and you can't have butter, ghee is a good alternative. That's just basically clarified butter. It's the butter without the fat. So anyway, we're going to be starting. Let me get these out of the way here.
Okay.
Estoy haciendo video. So, anyway, I'm going to add my almond milk. I'm basically just winging it. I'm about to have to get some more almond milk. I may add some water too. So a little more than that. I want more soup than that. So I'm going to get out where is it? So I'm adding a little over a cup of water to it. I've already got the onions and the garlic in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I will be adding my vegetables. Okay, so I've got my vegetables in there along with the herbs. I'm going to get a spoon here and just stir it in. I think this is going to be really good. And I know split peas are one of the things I can have, so that's why I was thinking about split pea soup. You know, I've had it before, and it's good to have. Soup is always good. And even when, you're trying to lose weight, or I guess for some, just be healthy. Even when I wasn't trying to lose weight and I was doing bad, I still like soup. So anyway, I've got that, and now I'm going to add the split peas. I'm going to add, I and for as much as I have, I don't think I'm going to add 2 cups as Ina had done it, but I think I'm going to do 1 cup and then later on do a half cup after it's cooked for maybe about 40 minutes. Stir that in. Once those peas start thickening up and cooking, this is going to start getting thicker. I think it's going to be really good. Yum. And like she did her vegetables too chunky, so I got mine chunky. And I think that's going to be great. And the carrots cook, and along with those herbs. Now I'm going to add some black pepper. About running out of black pepper. I'm going to go get some more. Some salt. I won't get too salty, but sometimes I tend to undersalt things, so I need to make sure that it's salty enough. And then some turmeric. Now, I figure turmeric would have a good flavor with the split peas. And turmeric is really good for you. It's an anti-inflammatory. And then my parsley. Okay, sweet. Right, so I'm going to stir that up. Everything floating in there. Yes. I think this is going to be really good. Now, if it starts cooking down, I will probably add some more water to it, maybe a little more almond milk, I guess. But I honestly really don't need a whole bunch of soup right now. It's just me and my husband at home. Well, my daughter is quarantining with my parents because they were out of town. And so that's what they have to do. So anyway, and she's not going to eat this anyway if she were here. So I really don't need incredibly a lot of stuff now. If I have this, since I've been on the Whole30, I've really been trying to eat my leftovers and everything because that's basically what I can have. So I don't do too much eating out right now. So anyway, and if I do, I'm careful. But so anyway, this is a good start out, and I will check back with you in 40 minutes. Okay, everyone, so I'm back, and of course it's past 40 minutes. Of course, it's not near ready because it is in a slow cooker, so I said 40 minutes because that's what Ina Gardner had done on hers. I think she may have done it, I think she just did it over the fire, or did something. Anyway, it smells good though. And as you can see, but the vegetables, I mean, it's not near being done. The vegetables still have not really softened yet. They're kind of hard. But I think I'm going to go ahead and add a half cup of split peas here in just a minute. I want to show you what I'm doing right now. I am frying green plantains. And this is a great snack or just something to, eat even with your meals, especially if you're limited in what you can eat. And these are not going to hurt you at all. So I'm frying them in some olive oil, and if you have enough oil, you probably don't really need to turn them too much. But so anyway, I think I may, yeah, see, I'm going to have to. So these are really good. I like to put some salt on them, and I like to eat them with either some dressing or some mayonnaise, which I can't have right now. I gotta get hold of some that I can. But I like spicing up the mayonnaise and dipping them like this. Or these are good, if you have like sauce from your other food or whatever, dip them in that sauce. You can eat them with eggs. My husband made some guacamole, and so kind of like pico de gallo / guacamole, pico guacamole, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so I'm going to most likely be eating these with that, and it's very good. And so So anyway, I will be back later once this starts cooking better and the vegetables get soft. I will come back and I will let you know. Stay tuned. So, the soup still is not ready. The vegetables are pretty solid still, but see all that steam? It's really cooking really good. And I tasted some earlier, and it tasted like, well, it didn't really taste like it really lacked too much salt, but it needed something else. So even though I had chopped garlic in here with the onion that I first put in the bottom of the crock pot before I put anything else, I went ahead and added some garlic powder and some more salt. Oh, and also, I didn't mention, I also added some paprika earlier. So I really believe this is good. Everything's starting to get thick, as you can see. This still doesn't look quite done, but it's going to get there soon. I know it would take several hours. Of course, on high, it's going to be a little better, a little shorter time. So probably maybe a couple more hours, but y'all hang with me. Okay, so I just checked just a little bit ago. Well, just like a moment ago, this soup is ready. I checked the carrot, put a fork in it. It's soft, and at least I can get a fork through it. And the split peas have gotten thicker. The soup has gotten thick, and it looks like it is ready. I am ready to try this. So it was a few hours, but probably around maybe like 3.5, maybe, something like that. The prep didn't really take too long at all. Okay. So, put the lid back on. Forgive me if this goes everywhere, this camera. Put a spoon here. It's good. It still tastes like it needs something else. Oh, that was like way too much salt in there in my little bowl. I think it needs salt. I'm not going to dump as much as I'd. Alright guys, so I may tweak the taste. I may put a little more something in, maybe some ginger. But there you have it. Some split pea soup. It looks really yummy. This would be great for a cold day, of course. But even on a nice summer day or summer night, it's good. Alright. So, this is my video on split pea soup. And I hope y'all will try it and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And tell me about a good recipe that you like. Have a good night, y'all. God bless.